Yeah, y'all know what it is. It's TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't gotta. Yeah. Just speaking my truth. This not a diss song. This is me speaking my truth. My truth might not be your truth, but you know what? This is how I gotta give it up. Yeah, I'm tired of people claiming they my equal. We ain't equal. They can't match my level. You ain't stepping, you ain't a step dad. Stop that flexing, ain't no muscle behind that. That's why I draw the line. That damn close nigga, I play 9 that. Yeah. I'm tired of people claiming they my equal. We ain't equal. They can't match my level. You ain't stepping, you ain't a step dad. Stop that flexing, ain't no muscle behind that. That's why I draw the line. That come close nigga, I play 9 that. You barking like a big dog. You better get ready for the kick. We are here. We have a legendary battle going on. We have K-Spazz versus Poet Without Apology. It's going down. Bold Words versus them Red Dragons. We're gonna see who come on top, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I want y'all to introduce yourself. So first, we can go with Poet Without Apology. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent.
I'm Poet Without Apology. I am out of Akron, Ohio, and we are Red Dragons.
Let's go. We're gonna go with K-Spazz. Bold Words. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Yo, I'm K-Spazz, team captain of Bold Words from the west side of Chicago.
We are here. We about to get into the corn toss real quick. We're gonna go with Poet Without Apology. What do you want? Heads or tails? Which one do you want?
We're going to go with tails.
Let's go. It is heads. K-Spazz. Who you want? You want Poet Without Apology. Hey, it's on you.
Bright yellow sun, crowned by white clouds, swimming in seas of powder blue. Panoramic sand dunes look like beaches without water. Burnt orange from horizon to your feet. Kids still play soccer in the streets. This picture is worth 1,000 words. And there he is. In the golden rectangle of my camera lens, leather bronze skin, I've trained for this shot composition. This moment is the reason why silhouettes are shaped like humans in crosshairs, why they look like soulless shadows on paper targets. I place him in the T real proper like he's posing. I would ask him to smile, to remember this moment. I wonder if someone told this man he was loved today. I concentrate on my breathing, adjusting the shutter speed of my heart. Inshallah, if God wills, take his picture, click. Sounds more like bang, bang, bang. I wonder if this man knew that his last picture would show my bullet spilling dreams from his head like egg yolks through the cracks of broken shells. I wonder if this man knew that the turban he wore that day would be worn at his funeral. We both prayed in different tongues. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed point thy name, not sure whose prayers God answered. I look at his soulless silhouette bleeding red. I think back to my own home and the last email I read, you're worried whether we have enough green to make it through this week. I'm worried that green isn't the right color because everything is camouflaged except my uniform. The only green in this desert is my uniform and palm trees. Everything is camouflaged except for the words I don't say. I'm worried I could have my picture taken if I sit too still. Instead, we talk about the kids, the bills, and the landscape where you live because over here, some things are not worth remembering. I would rather aim my camera at the sky, sit the sun in the reticle of my scope, shoot all 210 live rounds of 5.56 millimeter rolls of film, kill no one, hold on to this picture. Maybe one day someone else will want to vacation here. I want to tell you that I'm sorry for forgetting what your hands feel like. I've been holding on to this trigger for too long, adjusting the exposure to my M4 carbine camera, but I'm overexposed. Above name tape defilade. I'm riding like I am Kennedy riding through Dallas. I am a photo and the camera of his lens. Tag! He got me. His bullet spilling dreams from my head like egg yolks of the cracks of broken shells. Did I remember to smile for him? Did I remember to pray? He says, Inshallah, if God wills. I say, Our Father who art in heaven, whose prayers did you answer? The negative of this picture catches red blood, turn purple, gets sticky in Humvee, negative. Orange landscape turned green with soldiers flanking, negative. Red, white U.S. flag folded blue at funeral, negative. White skies basking against a black sun, negative. Odd how the sun still sets over here. This picture is worth 1,000 words that I will never get to say. Like, I'm sorry, I love you, forgive me, don't forget me. Click.
The title, hello, how y'all doing? I'm K-Spazz. The title of this piece is Mama Used. She would wrap her arm in the muscle with a tourniquet, like a python coiling restricting, like the silence of the snarls right before the storm. The same way I would choke the neck of my pen, strangling syllables, throttling the truth, forcing ink to confess like a criminal. She would be ready to inject. With no phlebotomy class, no doctorate degrees, just gritting her grip in the graveyard and her gaze. See, the same way I would write about things at such a young age that I shouldn't have been able to already explain or be able to understand. I look in the mirror and see that we are just two shadows stitched from the same skin. With habit just looking for a scapegoat, an escape, but her veins are violin strings while my notebook becomes a morgue. Whatever drugs she would use, I would watch her become detective in her eye, and her inhale right before she squeezes is a prison intake exhale like Rochelle after work when she saw Chris deflating into a deep defeat before daylight that ever could notice. See, me, I'm the same way. I'm the same way when my pen sprints out of ink, the same way I sprint to it desperate, attaching the ink reservoir like a catheter, with tethering the worth of every word that I say out of the vein that will never clot. See, I bleed blood on my paper as she bleeds dope into a syringe, her heart pounding like a drum right before judgment. She looks like she's about to meet her maker, and I'm on the side afraid to scream like, Mama, what's wrong? But I already know. See, Mama died long ago, not from needles alone, but from overdoses of disappointments, from injections of insecurity. Yet she comes back a ghost in flesh with breath while she still is breathing. I see it, but I still a ghost in real life. Trying to color all the blemishes, I watch the same thing on replay. The real is stuck in my mind, a silent cinema of suffering, pictures in motion where every frame is a fracture, every rewind is a razor. I've seen it. I depict what's next. She's still, and still it shocks me, but I never want to see her die. She ain't never seen me write either, but she has seen my bloodstained papers, and sometimes she wonders if the crimson comes from the cuts and curses. Not knowing that I'll die an addict too, just not from her muse, but to hunger of wanting to be full of her love, to the guilt of feeling like I'll never be the reason why she'll be ready to quit while I lay in my room. It feels less of a bed, more like a coffin, a death cathedral, consecrated with tears where grief reaches to the corner and rots. And when she opens her eyes from rolling dice, it's rigged against me. Her I love you is hollow, a phrase soaked in substance. When I say it, it is soldered with substance. It's fire, not smoke, a marrow, not mist. It's the last vein of truth that still pumps through me. And at this point, I realize I'm just an adult child wishing that my eyes didn't work and that my heart didn't feel. She gonna keep using. She gonna keep using. Thank you.
Fire, bold words versus some red dragons. Hey, them words were bold, and that red dragon was spitting that fire. We are here. We're gonna go ahead and get into the judges. We're gonna see what the judges gotta say. We're gonna start with Paul Cram. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Paul Cram, the poet. host of Intellectual Conversations, and I'm from Louisiana. I'm a spoken
Okay,
word
okay.
author.
Let's go. Let's get into it, man. We're gonna start with Poet Without Apology. You have any words for him, or you want to jump right into the scoring?
Oh no, it was a dope set. You know, I appreciate his piece with being a vet. Like I really felt that piece. So yeah, I appreciate that piece a lot.
Okay, okay.
Um, so
Let's get
penmanship.
into it.
I'm sorry, penmanship is really hard for me to judge because like just the word itself is bothering me. But I give him a 4.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
What about impact?
All right, so impact to me, that I gave him a 3 on impact, and the reason why I gave him a 3 on impact is because of the delivery. I feel like the delivery, which also gave him a 3, could have changed the impact of the piece. But like I said, I'm a vet. The believability was definitely a 5. I've been there. I know that struggle. I see a sandbox all the time, brother. So hey, just let you know if you need to, you can always reach out. And substance was a 4.
Okay, okay. And that is a total score of 19. 19 for Paul Cram. Let's go ahead and get into let's see. I need to stop saying get into because it's kind of pausing. Let's go with Promise. Let's go with Promise. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
How y'all doing? I'm Promise Noel. I'm a 3-time self-published poet, author. I teach people how to publish their own work, nonprofit advocate and model, and event curator. And I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Okay, okay, okay. You have any words, or you want to jump right into it?
Yes, and this is for
Poet Without Apology.
Poet Without Apology. Okay, so I'm gonna like piggyback off of Paul, but
Cram.
but I kind of want to like reverse it. So in terms of your delivery, I feel like I give it a 5.
Okay.
Because I feel like you went into character as if you were a soldier, and soldiers are not supposed to be dramatic. You know, they're supposed to be very monotone, very all in unison, and I feel like you embodied that if that was your intended goal. I would say a 3 for impact, because I don't really like resonate with it, but I appreciate it. Still appreciate your message and your words. As far as substance, I would say a 4, penmanship a 5, and believability 5.
Okay, okay. We got some good scores in here. So we have, let me see, a 22 from Promise. Fire score. We're going to go with OB Knowledge.
My name is Obi Knowledge. Spoken word artist, poet, author, photographer. Uh, I'm pretty much like I love the piece, but I was kind of disappointed because the substance was beautiful. I give the substance a 4 off top.
Okay.
The delivery 2. Penmanship a 3. Believability a 5, and impact a 3.
Okay.
Only because I felt like, or as passionate of a piece that was, he could have lifted his, he could have put more emotion into certain parts of the piece.
Okay. Man, look, that score was a total of 17 from OB Knowledge. We're gonna go ahead and go with Cupcake. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Greetings and salutations, family. And just to comment, TK, one of the poets, I think it was a Poet Without Apology, asked how you was riding, and I was trying to tell him you'd be riding dirty. But anyway, my name is Cupcake. I am a comedian and a mama, and I'm just about the community in them streets. So
Okay.
I'm going to get on into my critiquing.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
initially, when he started, he reminded me of Q-Tip until he hit that bang part, and then he shot me straight into Ice Cube mode. So the penmanship, I give the young man a 5.
Okay. Okay. What
His
about
impact,
impact?
I give him a 5.
Let's go.
And because I am a daughter of a veteran and I respect our veterans, and I'm so happy, somebody is putting their struggles and their possible internal emotions into spoken word, I gave believability a 5. And
Okay.
substance, he
Okay.
gets a 5. And deliverability, whatever that word is, even though he scared the bejesus out of me with some of them bang parts, I give him a 4.
Okay, okay. And that is a total score of 24-24. Now, we're going to go back with Promise. I messed up a little bit, but we're going to go into K-Spazz. Promise, do you have anything to say about K-Spazz before we get into the scoring?
I would give him 5s across the board. I really love it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Like when he get on the mic, he like, I'm so and so, real laid back and cool. But then when he starts spitting, it's just like, okay, like you capture my attention, but you know how to sustain it as well, which I feel like is a big component. So
Okay, that's fine. That's a 25 from Promise. Let's go ahead and go with Paul Cram. Paul Cram. Let's go ahead and talk about K-Spazz. You have any words or you want to get right into the scoring?
I'm gonna get right into the scoring with K-Spazz. There's really nothing to say about that man right there, bro. Penmanship was a 4, impact a 4, believability a 5, substance a 5, delivery a 5.
Okay. And that is a total score of 23 for Paul Cram. Let's go ahead and go with Cupcake. You got some words or you want to get right into the scoring?
No, good job. Good to do your thing. Penmanship a 4, impact a 5, believability a 5, substance a 4, deliverability. I struggle. Can you just add me that one in the future?
What is
A 5.
delivery?
A 5.
Okay. And that is a total score of 23 from Cupcake. Then we're going to go with OB Knowledge. OB Knowledge.
Being that he from the city, you know what I'm saying, I can't be biased. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the west side, so I understand his struggle.
West side.
You know what I'm saying? But so for substance, I'm definitely gonna go with a 5. Deliverability, I'm gonna go with a 5. Penmanship, I'm gonna go with a 4. Believability a 5 and impact a 5.
Okay. And that is a total score of 24 from OB Knowledge. We are here. Fire. Y'all see the background. It's fire. Man, Poet Without Apology. We have K-Spazz, Bold Words versus the Red Dragons. We're going to go ahead and get into the scores. We're going to see what is what. So we're going to start with Poet Without Apology. Promise gave you a 22. OB Knowledge gave you a 17. Paul Cram gave you a 19. And Cupcake gave you a 24 with the total score of 82. 82 for Poet Without Apology. Let's go ahead and jump with K-Spazz. K-Spazz. He was spazzing. Look, we're going to get into the scoring, man. Well, I'm going to tell you that for later. Man, Promise gave him a 25. OB Knowledge gave him 24, Paul Cram gave him 23, and Cupcake gave him 23 with the total score of 95. 95. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get after real quick. Man, what do y'all got to say about your scores and how the judges went?
Well, I can say, so I'm disappointed that I didn't do better, but I understood the critiques. And I was intentional about being reserved and being a soldier. That was 16 years of my life, so I wanted to make sure that I embodied and gave respect and homage to to that struggle and to those that I served with. But I definitely understand what the judges were looking for, and so I appreciate the feedback, and congratulations to my opponent for getting the W.
Thank you.
Okay, man. Look, that was fire. Y'all both went off. Man, look, I ain't gonna hold y'all both went off. Go ahead, K-Spazz.
It's an honor, bro. It's an honor. You know what I'm saying? Outside the numbers, it's an honor to me. So.
Man, look. Over that apology, K-Spazz in the building. We gonna get to the next match. Hey, it's lit. Y'all see the fire? We out.